I remember back when I started bodybuilding, somebody said I was too small to ever be a professional bodybuilder. And here it is 11 years into my pro career, and every one of my workouts has been fueled with that one comment about somebody telling me what I couldn't do. So with all the compliments received throughout the year and all the pats on the back in the gym, we remember the one negative comment that the one competitor or enemy has made about us, and we use that to energize our workout.
In 1994, he came on stage with a torn bicep and a bloated stomach and a lot of missing detail that Mr. Olympia should have. Frustrated with the current trend in bodybuilding. One year I'm second in the world by comparison to somebody that's 50 pounds heavier and 5 inches taller. The only criteria for which they place ahead of me is size and size alone. I'm a little bit disillusioned with the judging procedure. All the things that they say they judge on isn't fair.
In second place, competitor number 7, Shawn Ray.
But when you start breaking it down and analyzing bodybuilding for what it's supposed to be, the shape, the symmetry, the genetics, the balance, the pleasing tone of the skin, tie-ins on the muscles, it's really hard for me to understand how some of these guys are winning contests and placing in places that I don't think they deserve. When you're penalized with prejudice and bias and politics, it makes it harder and harder every year to get back up on that stage in front of the same judges. I train just as hard as 4-time Mr. Olympia does, and yet he says I don't respect him. Incomplete with a torn muscle shouldn't be the ideal embodiment of Mr. Olympia. He shouldn't have been Mr. Olympia. He still won the contest. I'm a challenger. I've never got first place in the Mr. Olympia. So everything that I strive for is to break down what the champion does not have. If the champion does not have a midsection, it's my job to point it out. Obviously the judges aren't seeing it. If the champion has only one bicep, it's my job as a competitor to say, hey, he has a torn bicep. Does that count for anything?
I may not be the biggest, I may not be the strongest, but what I do works well for me. You'll find no quitting here. If anything's different for this year's Mr. Olympia, number one, I'm still pissed about last year's Mr. Olympia. Nothing new there.
If I sound angry or if I sound bitter, I'm not angry and I'm not bitter. Frustrated with the current state and the current judging system they have, yes. That frustration for me turns into power. It fuels each and every one of my workouts. That's why every year, whether I take it on the chin or not, I get up and I come back.
In second place, Shawn Ray.
Every day, the good part about my attitude is that I'm very optimistic, and every day I reflect and say, yeah, I left it in the gym, I did my best, and let's get on with the next day. When I come into the gym, my mindset is such that every workout counts. Every day I'm getting a step closer to my ultimate goal, and even if I don't win the contest, I'm doing everything I can do within my physical limitations to be fully prepared. say. Actions speak louder than words in here. Another day in paradise. Another job. Let's go. I'm a fighter, I'm a competitor, and most of all, I have my head screwed on straight.
This contest is the reason why I started bodybuilding. When I started training, I wanted to one day compete in the biggest contest in the world.
I feel like I won a personal battle, and that was I wanted to put on more size, and I did that. I came in bigger, I did that. I kept the detail and definition while gaining 6 or 7 pounds of muscle. For me, that's winning the war.
If you ask me a question, I tell you the truth. You can like me or hate me. That's not my goal. I'm trying to make friends when I'm on the stage at the Mr. Olympia. My goal is to just do the best that I can do.
So when I look in the mirror, I know the mirror is not lying back at me. Whereas I may have friends or fans that tell me I look great when I really don't. It's very hard to fool myself into believing that I look good when I don't, when I look into the mirror.
One guy can break the rules by virtue of politics or a contract or because of a vested interest in his career, then that's not right. If I suffer by the rules, then everybody else that breaks the rules should suffer equally. Mr. Olympia doesn't have to earn his title. All the athletes, and you can take a survey, go into that contest saying they hope they get second place. Why? Because politically, they believe they cannot win the show. Automatically, they're defeated. They can't win the show because the system will not allow for a fair contest. And this is the problem that a lot of the bodybuilders have.